Welcome to TradeTheNBI.com. This is John. This report is for the 18th. Had some power outages here as they're doing a lot of road work, which I gotta say is a good thing because they've pretty much used the quarantine time to restructure all the surfaces around here, which is a fantastic thing. Smart use of the time. Speaking of which, we've had a little bit of softness here from the market even after the dip, but we have a full reset of DOC right in that, and we're building off of the shakeout that's redone. We do know that if we do continue to see a breakdown, meaning failure of the green to even move up or whatever, which is kind of flatlining so far today, then retesting the dip below the red line would be the next logical movement. From an NQ standpoint, similar kind of weakness for the midterm. There's a little bit of fears with North Korea escalating things, so those are a little of the secondary contagion items that can, certainly impact things. We don't necessarily see it from a fear standpoint of, what's basically happening with the market rise, but those kind of contingencies can always create a little uproar. And he's been quiet for a long time, and so it's about that time for him to start to make some waves, because certainly there's been no concessions made to him, and they have to do this when things are getting bleak. So Euro, a little bit of a fade back. That's no shock. We were expecting that to come through, and we're also expecting the maintaining of oil and even a build of oil as soon as it's able to fully start to grasp where the economies are going and how much production cuts there are. Still a lot of supply, and it's going to take some time for that to work out, but nothing we didn't know. And we would expect that gold's going to stay in this zone to slightly higher, simply because of those pent-up inflationary pressures. From an intraday standpoint, of course, we had that nice little bounce, but we knew that there were some dips below the red line, as well as positive extremes that had to be filled, and that's what they did. And they just went right back between the same levels that we've been talking about. And we're probably going to consistently stay within some of these ranges, but the beauty of these ranges is they're significant. So the amount of movement you have between zones is fabulous. And right now we had of course, traditional pre-market pump, and then the fill back in right before the open here. This could potentially pose a little bit of interest because we're going to have that 30.75 in that range between 31.10. So it's a pretty good area where there's going to have to be some resolve at that 37.5 range in order to really build off of it. But I would expect they'll attempt to make it back to that 31.20. That's a typical configuration there. And, we're still within that early portion of a power mode 2 buy here with both rising red as well as, this crossover buy signal that, even though it's a little weak right now, still did show an additional cross for shorting. So that's the current state of things. As always, I will update as I can, as long as the power stays with me. Trade well, and we'll talk again later.